Hey, what's up, good people? It is Black Friday. I am black and it is Friday. Hey, we're going to talk about stocks, crypto, and some spending habits that you have that could actually really pay off bigly. We'll see you in about 10 seconds. All right, good people. Hey, welcome to Stock Up with Larry Jones. Every Friday's Black Friday for me. Had to get that joke in. I tell it once a year. Y'all let me have mine. Hey, go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell if you are new to the page. Just got off of a live webinar a little while ago and just helping a lot of people come and join us in this journey to creating generational wealth. That is for everyone. All right, good people. It is for you. All right. So, hey, let me read a few notes. We're going to go over a few things and I'm going to talk about a special that I have going on. You guys know about it, but let's just talk about it one more time. All right. So we got what's up. The U.S. stocks are ticking higher again as major indexes, the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P extend a rally to close. So it rallied all the way up to close. Remember, the NASDAQ closed not on yesterday, but the day before yesterday. The NASDAQ closed at up 189 points. And then today it closed up another 151 points, which was a little high. It was a little shocking to me. I didn't expect it to be that high today. We may have a little drawdown, but I would have been happy with it just being flat. A major driver was Google, aka Alphabet, thanks to renewed AI cloud optimism, strong investor confidence. So we know, guys, I told you guys, this AI thing is not over. Of course, when things are going bad, everybody talks about how the bubble has burst, and that's all you hear is this bad news. But we have a long way to go in this AI race, okay? A long way to go in the AI bubble even. I will tell you, yeah, we're in a slight bubble, but we've been cooling off, steadily cooling off. Let's look at what's going on, good people. So as you could see today, we closed up, like I said, 151 points on the NASDAQ. For the last 5 days, we've actually had positive closes over the last 5 trading days, okay? For those of you that don't know, the NASDAQ is the same thing as QQQ. And if you want to buy the NASDAQ, you can use ticker symbol QQQ and just purchase it. Me personally, I think that over the next 5 to 7 years, AI is going to be really ticking upward. And if you just wanted to buy it out in an ETF or one ticker symbol, I like QQQ, and it has outperformed the S&P 500 over the last 10 years. Okay, and I believe it's going to continue with the push. So we can see that the NASDAQ, let's put the S&P 500 on there. That's the top 500 companies. Now we could see that it is also up. All right, let's go back to the NASDAQ because you guys, you know, I've been down this road. When in doubt, zoom out. Over the last 5 days, we're up 5.5%. Over the last month, we are regaining what was taken from us. We are regaining. Look at that. Now we're only down 1.9%. We were down more than that from the highs. Actually, we were down at 7.85% over the last month. Now we're only down 1.9. But you and I are up because of what we've been buying, okay? So now I have a few things that I wanted to talk about. We have the NASDAQ up 151 points. We got the Dow up 289 points the day after Thanksgiving, and the S&P up 36 and a half odd points up, okay? And so the market continues to move up, even though it's expensive. It's frothy. So when you hear these guys talk about frothy, it just means that it is expensive. For those of you that got stock up, you look at the PE ratio, and you'll see. We teach you all of that in Stock Up You. We'll get to that later, not right now. Okay, so let's go back and let's talk about how we can build wealth, how we truly can build wealth. I want you guys to understand these stats, okay? All right. You know what? I'm going to switch to crypto first. I'm going to talk about crypto first, and then I'm going to talk about these things, okay? So let's do that, all right? Look at this. The average American is expected to spend around $900 for Christmas. $900 for Christmas, okay? Today, the average American is going to spend anywhere from $622 to $890. Let's just call that $700, okay? And let's just call that $900, right? Put those two together, you got $1,600. And you know, most of you guys that are listening to me today, you're going to double that. Most of you guys are going to spend at least $2,000 between today, Black Friday, and Christmas. So here's what I want you to consider. And all by get an understanding, okay? I want you to consider this. If you had invested that $1,600 just 10 years ago, what you are finna spend now until the end of the year, we got a little over 33 days left, all right? So what you're gonna spend now, disposable income, this is not your bills, right? Had you invested that 10 years ago into the S&P 500 on January 1, you would have turned $1,600 into $7,845,000 just in the S&P 500. Just putting it in there, and you guys know I like the dollar cost average. If you would have just put that money in the S&P, you would have converted $1,600 into $7,800, which is outstanding, great returns. Had you did the same thing into Bitcoin, based on historical and recent data, $1,600 invested in Bitcoin January 1st, 2015, 10 years ago, it would be worth $465,000 as of late November 2025. So you would have turned $1,600 into almost $500,000, $465,000. But you don't see the value in that now. You don't see the value in that now. So you don't act, because now is the time where we are taught to consume and invest in wealthy people instead of investing in ourselves, okay? And so here's one of the things I want to talk about as I go into crypto. Now I'm going to play for you a video. I played it on yesterday's video, and I'm going to comment on it. And some of you XRP enthusiasts are going to get upset. And I have XRP, but we like to make money for real.
After the government reopens, is there going to be an ETF approval? Everyone always says never sell your Bitcoin. I owned both XRP and Bitcoin, had pretty good positions in both of them. But just yesterday, I sold my Bitcoin and put all of it into XRP. So Bitcoin is digital gold. It stores value, but it's slow and it's expensive to move. XRP, on the other hand, was built for fast, low-cost global payments. It's changing the way things work. Institutional adoption. Ripple is partnering with major financial institutions. I've been trying to keep you guys updated on those. And there's talk of XRP being used for cross-border settlement and tokenized assets, real-world use cases that Bitcoin doesn't even have. So next is regulatory clarity. XRP is now one of the few cryptocurrencies in the US with defined regulatory status, and that's huge. And most other tokens are still in limbo. Efficiency. XRP can hold up to 1,500 transactions per second. Bitcoin only around 7, and that scalability is what banks and payment networks actually need. Market positioning. If institutional products like XRP, ETF, or new payment corridors launch after the government reopens.
I want you guys to concentrate on this word. Look in the bottom. This is what we're hoping for. Hoping. Well, I'm not here to sell hopium. Now, on yesterday, I edited it out because my words were a little harsh. I said that was dumb, it was stupid. I'm just going to say I think that that was unwise. Now, if she had money that she needed in the next, 6 months, then I could see her selling her Bitcoin to get XRP. But remember, only poor people think or. And I want to tell you guys and watch the comments. Someone's going to say, like they said yesterday, you sound like a Bitcoin maximalist. I sound like someone who understands how to make money and how to be patient. One of the things about XRP, and I made a very positive video about XRP. I'll leave it in the box in your upper right hand corner, and I want everybody to watch that. I talk about the positives, but if you're center focused, now she sounds smart, right? And for 2 years now, there's been processing Understand that I showed you guys where America's largest bank is making their own blockchain technology, their own crypto processing, and don't for once think that everyone is going to use XRP. Okay, that's why she says this is what we're hoping for. Well, Bitcoin is not hopium. Bitcoin is digital gold. As a matter of fact, let me show you guys this. And again, I'm going to tell you, don't chase the news stories. Chase liquidity. All of these news stories that came out about XRP, and not only that XRP not go up, it actually went down. Okay? And you say, oh, that's by design. Some of it is. That's why I'm holding it. So this is not negative about XRP. This is positive XRP and Bitcoin. This is positive XRP and Bitcoin. And anyone that tells you you need to sell all your Bitcoin because it's not moving like XRP, they can't count. Watch this. I got the receipts. Look at this, good people. So I'm looking at the S&P, the NASDAQ, and Bitcoin. If you look over the last 5 days, you are doing good, okay? All right? But if you look over the last month with Bitcoin, you are horribly down, 20%. 6 months, you're horribly down, 16%. Year to date, you're still down. We'll call that flat. Over the last year, you're down. But since last cycle to now, you're killing it with Bitcoin over the last 5 years. You're absolutely killing it, okay? So now, let's go back year to date and let's add XRP. Remember, markets are forward looking. XRP, all right, USD, okay? So if you look here, you'll say, see, Larry, see, she was right. Year to date, you could see that Bitcoin is down by 2.69% and XRP is up 4%. So you were wrong, Larry. And if you go over the year, you got me again. I'm down 5%, right? XRP up a whopping 47%. But if you would have held for an entire cycle, you will see that Bitcoin is up 412% and XRP is up a whopping 285%. Now, if you can count, you would prefer to have 412% over 285%. And if you're smarter, you would make money on them both. I stand behind what I say. Poor people think or. Quit being poor. The largest asset manager in the country, BlackRock, over 13 trillion. They are buying Bitcoin. The largest bank is doing a deal with them so they can make money off of Bitcoin. And you think you're smarter than all of the institutions, the biggest money and the smartest money in the world, because you have mostly young coming in and sounding good. But I dare you to follow the money, follow the liquidity. I can come here and pump XRP until the cows come home and make it sound delicious to your ears. Numbers don't lie. People do. All you need is patience. Is this slow? Over 5 years, 412%? Guys, before COVID, 7% was good. So now we're greedy. And I'm just going to stick to what I said. So this is financial advice. If you got Bitcoin over the last 2 years, I would look at these numbers and then make a decision. That is my advice. But the potential of what's to come in the next 4 years by 2030 is insane. And think about this. If this happened over the last 10 years, what do you think is going to happen when Bitcoin hits $1 million? And if this happened, what do you think is going to happen over the next 10 years? Larry, we could go into a bear market. Yes, we can. Then we just buy more and wait for the next cycle. The stock market is a tool that is used to transfer wealth from the impatient to the patient. I got patience. I look at the numbers. I don't believe the hype. I don't care how popular it is. And the person that comes back and leaves a comment, oh, my poor XRP, I guarantee I have more than you do. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. And I'm telling you guys, I am not here to sell hopium. I'm here to help you guys make money. And so at some point, I believe this young lady that is built on hopium, this is what we hope, is going to regret selling something that she's emotionally attached to. I'm going to leave it right there. I don't care who don't like it. And I am still buying XRP, both in my crypto brokers and the ETF that you can buy stocks, ticker symbol XRP, not XRP USD, XRP, just regular XRP. And I'm buying Bitcoin, the ETF. I'm buying them both. Okay. I'm going to challenge you guys to invest in yourself. If you don't buy my class, you buy someone else's class. And then I want to tell you this. I want to show you this. Okay. This morning, I wasn't trading, and I told my money movers I was not trading. And I stopped by Josh's page, and he had like 6 stocks that he was looking at. I bought, and I was cutting off, and I went on, and I jumped in. Soon as I watched, I jumped in, and I got a contract. All right, I actually got 10 contracts. I do 10 contracts. And I made almost $1,600 literally in 5 minutes. Okay. I always save one. I sell it and then I save one. I made over 101%. And this is when it was cooling off, snapshotted and got out. And that was thanks to Stocks with Josh. It wasn't time for me to post or anything. It was a low day, slow day, right? But on a slow day, I still make 1,600%. Why? I invested in myself and learned a new skill. So I learned it. And I came and packaged it, and now I'm teaching it to you guys. So guys, when you go to Stock Up You by clicking the link, you can go in here and you could see everything that I have. I have an entire chapter for cryptocurrency, Black Friday sale, coupon code. But I'm going to leave a special coupon code for today's video only. And that special coupon code will only be good for today and today only. All right. So look, I got myself teaching fundamentals, how to open a broker, everything. I got Stocks with Josh teaching technical analysts for beginners, beginning options. I got an entire options for dummies chapter, an entire crypto chapter where you will know more about crypto than 85% of the people. Then guys, I want you to see that you can scroll down and you can see all of these classes. What is a stock? How to open up an account? How do we make money? How to use trading accounts? I start from the very beginning. Then you go into more advanced stuff, the module, basic fundamentals, PE ratios, markets, momentum trading, dividend investing, technical charting, understanding options. And this is the new chapter right here. I teach you everything on how to do this, right? That is in this Options for Dummies chapter. And then you can see everything. I got warrants for you guys, selling options, all right? So I got it all. And I want you to pay close attention to the coupon code on this video, on this one that's going to expire today. You got 24 hours on this one. All right. I'm talking about it because it is Black Friday. All right, good people. So that's what I want to talk to you guys about. Let me know if this video was helpful to you guys. And remember, good people, we don't sell hope. Numbers don't lie. Think about what you're about to spend from now until the end of the year with disposable income. And just think, had you invested in yourself, 10 years from now, you're going to say, I should have invested in myself. So what am I telling you? Not to spend money on these gifts? No. But for what you're going to spend on Black Friday and what you're going to spend on Christmas, think about investing that much too. All right, guys, make sure you check out the link below. Go to your description, check out the link below. And for today's video, I got a special coupon code just for you, just for today. And just know it's because I just did it on the live webinar. And just know that you can gift this to someone. If you're older, you can gift it to your son or daughter, neighbors, and have them teach it to you. You got daughters in college, sons in college, you can gift it to them. You can buy now, pay later, and pay 0 interest. You can break it up to 4 or 5 payments. Buy now and pay later. Invest in yourself while you're investing in these multi-billion-dollar companies. We will see you later. Live, love, laugh, and learn.